around this way, you bend.
Yeah.
Turn like this.
Yep.
Like that. Okay.
Oh, towards the
Okay,
sun.
started?
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Tim Green and I'm going to tell the cremation of Sam McGee. I dedicate this to Wim Hof. There you go. Ah! Ah! There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. And the Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Labarge that I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. And why he left his home in the south to roam round the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but that land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. Though he'd often say in his homely way, I'd sooner live in hell. We were mushing our way on a Christmas day over the Dawson Trail. Talk of the cold through your parka fold, it would stab like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd closed and our lashes froze till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And later that night when we were all packed tight in the robes beneath the snow, and the dogs were fed and the stars o'erhead were stepping heel and toe, he turns to me and Cap, says he, I'm gonna cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request. Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no. And then he says, with a sort of moan, it's just cursed cold. It's got right hold till it's chilled me clear to the bone. Yet tain't me dead. It's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So foul or fair, I'm asking you to swear you'll cremate my last remains. Well, the pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. We started on at the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on the sleigh and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And by nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried, horror-driven, where the corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and brain, but your promise true and it's up to you to cremate my last remains. Well, a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, oh God, how I cursed that load. And in the long, long nights round the lone firelight, while the huskies round in the ring howled out their woes to the frozen snows, oh God, how I loathed that thing. And every day that quiet clay seemed to heavy and heavier grow. But on I went, though the grub was spent and I was getting low. Well, the trail was bad and I went half mad, but I swore I would not give in. And I'd often sing to that hateful thing, and it would hearken with a grin. Till I came to the marge of a Lake Labarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, and I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. Well, I looked at it and I thought a bit. Then I looked at my frozen chum. Then here, said I with a sudden cry, is our crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around and I heaped the fuel higher. Well, the furnace roared and the flames just soared, such a blaze you seldom see. Then I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal and I stuffed in Sam McGee. And then I took a hike because I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. And the heavens scowled and the huskies howled and the wind began to blow. And greasy smoke and an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I don't know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear. But the stars came out and danced about ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, he's probably cooked. And it's time I looked. And then the door I opened wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace roar. He wore a smile that you could see for a mile, and he said, "Won't you please close that door? Why, it's fine in here, and I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. And since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, this is the first time I've been warm. Oh, there are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. And the Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake LaBarge that I cremated Sam McGee." Woo!
Oh, God damn, amazing, man! Woo!
Bravo!
Bravo!
Oh!